Picture this. Early morning, Wuppertal. Somewhere in Barmen or Elberfeld. 7:30. You're walking to the tram stop and there's a sofa on the pavement. A perfectly normal sofa, not torn. Next to it, a floor lamp without a shade. A child's bicycle, boxes of dishes. In an hour, a garbage truck will take all of it away. But before the truck arrives, there's still time. And you're not the only one who noticed. Welcome to Sperrmüll, one of the strangest and at the same time completely normal things about life in Germany. So, what actually is Sperrmüll? The word literally means blocking garbage, everything too big for the ordinary bin. Once or twice a year, every household can get rid of bulky items for free. Old furniture, rugs, mattresses, armchairs, bikes, prams. Across Germany, about 2.5 million tons of stuff gets thrown out this way every year. That's not a metaphor, it's actual data from the Federal Environment Agency.
In Wuppertal, like everywhere else in North Rhine-Westphalia, the system works through a registration. You go to the WSW municipal website or make a phone call, give your address and approximate volume and get a pickup date. On the day you put things out on the street, but no earlier than 8 in the evening the night before, otherwise the Ordnungsamt issues a fine for blocking the pavement, the truck comes sometime the following day. What they take: furniture, rugs, mattresses, large plastic items, bicycles. What they don't take: electronics, construction waste, hazardous materials. Those go through separate systems. And here's where it gets interesting. That sofa sitting on the pavement is not legally ownerless. The moment the owner registered the pickup, title to the items transferred to the waste disposal company. In legal German, this is called Eigentumsübereignung, transfer of ownership. If you take something from the pile without permission, that is technically theft, section 242 of the German Criminal Code. There was actually a court case. The Ravensburg Regional Court heard a dispute where an artist had put 3 of his paintings out as Sperrmüll. Someone took them, and the artist wanted them back. The court sided with the artist, ruled that he intended to transfer the paintings to the garbage company, not gift them to a random passerby. The person had to return the paintings and pay the legal costs. Great story, the only one of its kind, because in reality, nobody has ever received a criminal conviction for taking a chair from Sperrmüll. Not in Wuppertal, not anywhere else in Germany. Police drive past and don't stop. The Ordnungsamt looks the other way. The law exists, and that is more or less where its influence on real life ends. Step outside on a Sperrmüll morning and you immediately see you're not first. Someone is already standing at every pile. The people are different from each other. And honestly, that's one of the nicer things about the whole phenomenon. The first category is people furnishing a flat from scratch. Fresh move, empty rooms, no money for furniture. Sperrmüll solves this completely and at zero cost. A sofa, a table, a shelf, some chairs. You can find all of it in a single morning in Wuppertal's residential neighborhoods, in Oberbarmen, in Langerfeld, in Ronsdorf. The second category is the trophy hunters. Germans, Russians, Arabs, Poles. For them, Sperrmüll is like hunting or fishing. Finding a working Siemens espresso machine or an antique side table in solid wood is a trophy. It's a rush. Some of them go regularly, know which district has its collection day to day, plan the route in advance. The third category is the professionals. They arrive in a Ford Transit or a Sprinter, usually 2 or 3 of them. They work fast and quietly, assessed, lifted, gone. Their interest is non-ferrous metal, copper, aluminium, brass, all fetch real money at the Schrotthandel. Plus working electronics and anything antique. A good day in a good neighborhood is anywhere between 100 and several hundred euros. This is a semi-legal micro-business. Everyone knows it exists. Nobody talks about it officially. And the fourth category is artists and makers. For them, Sperrmüll is a free materials warehouse. An old door, the frame of a broken wardrobe, a piece of carpet, it all goes to use. Sperrmüll has its own unwritten code that nobody wrote down but everyone follows. You find a sofa you want but can't carry alone? You don't stand on it and shout mine. You leave a note. Komme in einer Stunde zurück. Back in an hour. The note gets respected. Wuppertal is not Berlin. There's less competition and more calm. Germans regularly help strangers load heavy things. No conversation, no questions asked. You grabbed it, you lifted it, you carried it. You went your separate ways. The smartest way to sidestep the entire legal gray zone is to write "Zu verschenken" on your items. Free to take. Then it's no longer Sperrmüll, it's a gift. No questions about Eigentumsübereignung. You're not discarding, you're giving. The difference matters, both for your conscience and for the law. eBay Kleinanzeigen has an entire free listing section where people post items before they've even brought them outside. So if you follow the Wuppertal neighborhood listings, you can sometimes collect a good piece before collection day has even started. Now here are some numbers that are a little uncomfortable. According to the environmental organization NABU, more than 40% of all Sperrmüll in Germany is incinerated at waste-to-energy plants. Around 50% is recycled, metal, timber, and plastic sorted into separate fractions. That sounds decent on paper, but researchers at the University of Augsburg calculated that 5 to 7% of all Sperrmüll volume is in good enough condition to be used again, without any repair at all. Just pick it up and use it. These things could, in theory, go to a Sozialkaufhaus, to Caritas, to Diakonie, but the system doesn't move fast enough. The result is a quiet absurdity. The person who takes a working floor lamp off the pavement at 6 in the morning is doing more for the environment than the official garbage truck. Without subsidies, without programs, without an app. Some German cities have started experimenting with what they call schonende Sperrmüllabfuhr, careful bulk waste collection, where a separate van drives ahead of the crusher and picks up anything still usable. In effect, the official system is trying to do formally what ordinary people have been doing informally for 30 years.
3 reasons why the police and the Ordnungsamt consistently look the other way. First, it saves the city money. Every item that someone carries away before the truck arrives is one fewer item the municipal budget pays to transport and process. The informal collectors are subsidizing the official waste system for free. Second, it's nearly impossible to prove. Establishing that a specific person took a specific item belonging to a specific disposal company is a legal and administrative nightmare that no prosecutor wants to touch. Third, there is a broad social consensus that picking through Sperrmüll is simply sensible. It's not theft in any moral sense, it's common sense. German courts have consistently treated it as low priority. The outcome is a functioning system of deliberate legal ambiguity, officially prohibited, practically tolerated, socially accepted,
and ecologically useful. One small observation for anyone who moved here from Berlin or Hamburg. Sperrmüll in Wuppertal is calmer. Less competition, fewer professional vans, less urgency. The quality of fines in the better neighborhoods, Kronenberg, Elberfeld, Ronsdorf, is perfectly decent. Wuppertal is not a wealthy city, but people here bought solid things that last. In Berlin, a pile disappears in under an hour. Here you have time to walk around, look properly, choose. For many people who arrived in Germany with very little, refugees, students, people who just moved into an empty flat, Sperrmüll is not a hobby or an ethical statement. It is survival infrastructure. You can furnish 2 rooms in a single morning for €0. No forms to fill in, no income check, no appointment 6 weeks away. The system works precisely because nobody organizes it. And for the same reason, nobody can shut it down. The sofa is still there. The truck hasn't come yet. Someone will take it. Someone always does.
Sperrmüll is Germany at its most pragmatically contradictory. A country that writes the law clearly, enforces it selectively, and arrives at a workable outcome that suits nearly everyone. The original owner gets rid of their furniture. The city saves disposal costs. The collector furnishes his flat or makes €100. The environment avoids 1 more ton of CO2. The law sits on its shelf, technically intact, practically decorative. If you live in Wuppertal and you've never stopped to look at a Sperrmüll pile properly, look next time. That lamp might work. That chair might be solid oak. And taking it is, in every meaningful sense of the word, the right thing to do.